All right, guys, we are live. Am I sideways? First of all, let me know if I'm sideways, because I turned the camera this way. This is our first Q&A live on Facebook, and so it's somewhat a trial. I just kind of want to see how this goes, and I'm going to turn this around because I think, here we go. I want to just get some Q&A. We did a Q&A last week on Facebook, all text-based. So I want to see what happens. So we're kind of testing this out. We just got approval for Facebook mentions and this morning. So this is our kind of our little trial for that. So let me know if you guys are seeing that. If you comment below, then I can answer questions. I'm going to take notes here. And hey, Jack, how is it going? So there's our first comment and in our Facebook mentions history, which we usually do Periscope, but our Twitter following compared to our Facebook following, I think mostly because of the demographic, because it's kids, and then I just think Facebook is better, is War Eagle. Yes, my brother actually, what is your, nice. The comments are coming in pretty heavy right now. So Chad's asking what my favorite LEGO convention is. I got to go with BrickFest Live on that. Keep asking your questions. The questions are actually going off the screen faster than I can even get to them. Brian's asking, is Brian as cool in real life as he says he is? The answer to that is absolutely. I've hung out with Brian. He's our gamer. And he is definitely a very cool guy. So there you go. All right, will you be giving anyway Series 14 minifigs? Actually, yes, this box right here. This box of Series 14 is going to be given away. So probably full complete sets. We're not going to just give away the full box. Maybe break it up and give away like 2 or 3 complete sets. All right, somebody, I don't know how to say that because I think it's in a totally other language as far as your name. How are we able to afford all of these sets? Well, as you guys know, we earn revenue off of the videos, and then LEGO provides some of them for review, but not all. So that's how. Do you think, Ben is asking, do you think they will make a LEGO news set? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. Are you asking me, are they going to be making a set based on like a newscast? If you're asking that, I don't think they've ever done that. So that's not real likely if that's what you're asking. I think that's what you're asking. They have done a news truck, LEGO Friends. There's one now, news truck, TV news. So you're talking about like a studio where somebody is broadcasting the news. It's a good idea, I think. Again, in the Friends line, that's happening with the news truck, and there probably has been some news trucks, maybe in the city or the town. But not a bad idea. I think you may get one maybe modular, like more of a TV news studio or newspaper modular. That could be possible. All right, will LEGO ever make American Civil War sets? No, they will not. They have said that they will not make sets based on real war. Tom is asking, do you think they will make classic Jurassic Park sets? I don't have any information on this, but yes, I do think that they will. The Jurassic World sets are selling extremely, extremely well. You guys may know that. You go into your stores, you're not able to locate many of those sets. So yes, I do believe that they will go back and make some Jurassic Park sets. All right, Joe White is asking, I forget, fell off the screen there quick. Chad Collins is asking, what do you think of the WALL-E set? The WALL-E set in itself is something I love. I do think it's for, as you heard in my review, I do think it is for an older demographic. I don't think kids with that kind of with a limited budget are going to want the WALL-E set. Right now there are issues. I definitely would not buy it right now. Let Lego fix some of the issues, as you guys saw in our review with the neck. Wait for them to correct it and see how that goes before you go ahead and buy it. I'm still unsure of the price of it. It's 50 or 60. I saw it at my Toys R Us the other day. It was $60. I've also seen it at $50 price on some blogs. So there you have it. I love it because I love WALL-E, but it's definitely not for playing. All right, Joe White, good question. What do you think the next modular will be? I do not know, but here is what I want. I want like a grand hotel. So that's what I'm hoping for, some sort of a hotel from the modular series, and I think that that could be a lot of fun. Dave Sabo, what's up, Dave? Are you ready to release Force Friday Star Wars sets? Yes, so the plan on that is I'm actually going out of town tomorrow. I'm going to Disney World. Yes, Disney World with my 4 kids. We're stupid. And we are going to be doing Disney World and all that stuff. It's going to be really crowded and really hot. So I'll be there for Force Friday. So I'm thinking there's going to be some cool stuff going on there. Steven, though, the plan is Steven has already got the sets lined up. He doesn't have them, but his Toys R Us manager already has them reserved for him. He's still going to be there at 12:01. As soon as he gets them, he's going to his studio at midnight to begin filming, reviewing. He'll definitely get some Battle Pack reviews up in the middle of the night, then go home, catch some sleep, and then get back at it. So probably by the end of the weekend, all the reviews will be up. But we are very excited about that. And we expect that those will also sell out just like Jurassic World has on shelves. So next question, Oyo hockey figures. No, we will not do those. We are Lego only media company. So we are only allowed to do Lego in order to have the relationship that we do with Lego. And at the same time, that's all we really want to focus on. So have you heard any more about the supposed reveal of Doctor Who today? I have not heard anything about that today. I have been working on other stuff, so I haven't gone and looked for any new information on that. Malik is asking, do you like Lego Jurassic World? And what do you believe are going to be the next sets? As far as I know, there is not going to be another wave of Jurassic World sets. So if we do get any more Jurassic, it would have to be based off the previous 3 movies. All right. What do you think of the UCS Hoth base? I hope we get it because Hoth is my favorite Star Wars battle so far. It's probably going to, at some point with the new movies coming out, at some point, Tom, I'll get to that. Hoth, with some point, no, that's a different question. Okay, so what do I think of the Hoth base? It is one of my favorite battles, and at some point I think another battle will be my favorite because as the new movies come out, it's just going to be a lot of new battles to pick from. So I am looking forward to that. Now, Tom, wait, battle packs. There's battle packs with Force Awakens wave. So no, actually, I stand correct on that. There is not. When I say battle packs, I guess I kind of mean the smaller sets. That's the first part of the answer. The second part of the answer is I believe we are going to get battle packs, but it's going to be closer to Christmas with the release of the movie with the second wave of Force Awakens sets. And if I remember correctly, seeing a list that may or may not have been official, I do think there's some on there with Force Awakens figures in a battle pack. Geraldo is asking if I'll buy him the new Millennium Falcon. I get that a lot, so I think we know the answer. Do you think Lego will ever recreate the UCS Cloud City set? I do. I do think at some point we will get a Cloud City set. It's just a gut feeling. Don't have any secret information, but I do think that we will. Do you have any info on Marvel and DC Racers? Are they car sets? So I don't know exactly if they are car sets. I do know that we are getting 3 from Marvel side of things. And actually, I'm going to be working on the new segment for that after this. And there's going to be 4 from the DC side of things. Are they cars? I would guess that some of them are definitely going to be cars, but at this point, we don't have any information exactly what they're going to be. But you are going to get 2 minifigures in each one, and the retail price that I saw was $10. Yes, Gerardo, that was a good try. $10, 2 figures in each plus a racer. That's a good deal. And there's some figures in those that I like. I like that we're getting those at that price. One of them is Hulk, so I'm interested to see if it's going to be a big fig Hulk. Hulk and Ultron are in one of the racer sets. Is it a big fig Hulk? Is it a smaller Hulk? Be interesting to see. All right. Any mocks coming soon? You know what? I would love to do that, but right now my studio here is in the third car garage, which you will see me getting sweatier because I have no air in here and it's like 90 degrees outside. So we're not going to cut this a little short for that reason. At some point though, we are looking at a warehouse. If we can get in one with some room, we can do more things like that. So at this point, my hands are tied. Steven, I'm not sure what he's doing with his stuff. All right, do you think that Lego Dimensions is worth the price tag? I think that some of it will be. For me, the one I'm looking forward to is Wizard of Oz, because we never gotten that in the Lego universe, so I'm pretty excited about the worlds that they can create. The one that came out today, the Midway Arcade, we just put a video up showing that, and on Facebook here actually. So those are the 2 I'm looking forward to, and then probably Back to the Future. It's hard to say at this point if they're going to be worth it, but the fact that as Lego collectors, the fact that we're getting not only Lego with these sets at that price, but then also a gaming experience is definitely a big deal. And if they can perform on the level, the gameplay, and how fun it's going to be, and I think they will because of all the experience they have with all the previous Lego games, I think it actually is going to be pretty popular. All right, let's see. Can I even scroll down here and go back to old questions? Yes, I can. What is your favorite Ninjago wave, and what do you think the next wave will be about? From Zachary. So, Ninjago wave, to be honest, I think the best wave is the one that was just released. Those Ghost minifigures, I think, are great. And the one thing with Ninjago in general right now that I don't like is the dragons. I don't like the buildable dragons head. So you guys can let me know if you agree with that. I liked the Ninjago heads of the dragons. I thought it was kind of unique, something that set them apart from other Lego stuff. So I wish they would bring back the classic, what I'm now calling the classic Lego Ninjago dragon heads. But right now, the current wave is definitely one of the best, not only in size, a lot of sets. Ghost minifigures are great, and the Ninja gis or uniforms is also really, really good. With the re-release of the toy shop this year, do you think there's any chance that Lego will re-release or slightly redesign any of the original modular houses? You know what? That's entirely possible. I never thought that they would go and re-release the holiday toy shop or any of them. I did not like that. I think a lot of people agree. I do like it for people who wanted to get it and now they can't because it's so expensive. I like it for those people, but I did not like the toy shop as being re-released. There was so much that they could do without re-releasing. You know, if they want to re-release, just give us 2 in 1 year. I think the market is absolutely there for it. We saw that last year with the release of the Santa's Workshop. You could not hardly get that. It was sold out constantly. So give us 2 a year. Give us a re-release of the toy shop and then give us something new. Give us a train. Give us a polar bear cave. Give us something. All right, there's my little rant. You could tell I'm a little upset about the toy shop. All right. Adil Zubair, what are your thoughts on Lego making errors and weak areas in recent sets? They should be doing tons of product testing, and I agree with you 100%. One thing I was going to include in that Wally review, but I didn't, mostly because in the moment I just kind of forgot. but was kind of a, hey, CEO, where were you on this one? If I'm the CEO of Lego and the bigger releases, I'm pretty sure that maybe even every single set, or at least every set above $20, but definitely their major releases like the Wally, like all Lego ideas and like their UCS stuff, there is no way I'm letting that, if I'm the CEO of Lego, that I'm letting those products go to market without me having at least 20 minutes with the set brought before me with all of my inner circle guys and gals. The set's in the center of the table, and we are basically looking at it and playing with it and seeing what could be wrong with it or what could be changed. If I'm CEO, that's absolutely the process that needs to be going through with some of these bigger, more anticipated sets. That obviously was not done in the case of Wally, but yeah, that's a good point. Kyle, are you buying anything other than Lego and Force Friday, such as Black Series or Micro Machines? You know what? As you say Micro Machines, you're gonna have to give me more info. I did not know that they were doing that. I love Micro Machines as a kid. I did not know they were bringing them back, so I'll have to Google that. But the answer to that is probably, it's going to be hard for me to sit at a Toys R Us and look at the action figures and not want to collect all of them for Force Awakens. So most likely, yes. I'm probably going to get caught up collecting all of the Force Awakens sets. Not sets, action figures. All right. Riley's asking my favorite minifigure series. Cameron's asking my favorite Lego set. So minifig series, that's tough. I'd have to go back and look at them all just because there's so many now. The Halloween one, of course, is very good. I don't know that I could really pick my favorite series. I could pick my favorite minifigs from the collectible series. One would have to be the Yeti for sure, and the baseball player. And then it's kind of a weird one, but there's one that's like a carpenter, roofer. My dad is a roofer, so that one kind of sticks out for me too. Favorite Lego set is the Tower of Orthanc, Boy Moon. Do you ever look at the box of large sets and go, oh no, 3,000 plus pieces there? That's my afternoon gone. So no, actually, I actually like building the Lego. So these bigger sets, I don't necessarily just build them all afternoon. I may break it up over a few days just so that I'm getting at least some work done with some of the other stuff that we do. But yeah, I mean, we buy it because we like it. So if it's 3,000, I wish they would make like a 10,000 piece set every couple years. I think that would be fun, but super expensive. All right. Favorite city Lego city set. You know what I have to say on that is like a couple years ago, they had a parking garage that I just thought was really cool. All right, here's a little speculative question. New Death Star coming from Dave Sabo. I would say that that's probably going to happen. It would be very surprised if that never happened. I think just based on my sources, early 2016, the current one is going to be retired. It came back up on sale on Lego yesterday and is already sold out. So there's absolutely a market there for the Death Star. And every employee I talk to says it's their best seller. So it makes sense to have one on the market most of the time. With the Rogue One movie coming about the Death Star, probably going to get a new one at that point. Have you ever built a Lego set so many times you remember the instructions in your head? Yes, our custom ones like Arcade or Olaf or Wally, I can build all of those just with the pieces memorized. All right. Any chance of Lego-based Game of Thrones? Probably not, for obvious reasons. That's probably not going to happen. Okay. What do you think of Monster Fighters? And would you like to see it come back? Series 14 certainly seems popular. I think we will see that maybe a cycle now. Every 4 or 5 years, you see like a monster type themed line. I think those did pretty well. I know for a fact that the Haunted House did really well sales wise. The fact that they released a series based on Halloween shows how well it did. But you can't keep anything on the shelves long before it gets old. So it's just going to be a cycle. How many sets do you guys have in the collection? A lot, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Okay, I'm going to go down to the bottom here. Yeah, Death Star out of stock. Expected ship date September 18th. So it was up there less than 24 hours and sold out. Jose, thank you. What do you think about Lego James Bond? I think it will probably never happen. That's what I think. UCS Millennium Falcon. Yes, I actually do think that that will happen. Do you see Haunted House being released? Re-released? No. A new one with a new design, Bo Winter? Yes, I do think that that will happen. Maybe a few years, though. Do you think they should make sets based on the CW's Arrow and the Flash? Okay, so I hope so. Those are like the only two shows that I watch consistently. I would love to see that style. Right now you can only get custom stuff of those colors and designs for Arrow and the Flash and everything in between. I'm wondering though if there's some sort of a licensing thing where they can't make them based on that. And I would say that's the reason that they're not, because I think the market is absolutely there for it. And I can speak from experience because when we do shows and sell custom figures, the ones that are from Arrow, Dark Archer, the Flash in that coloring, or no, the Arrow in that coloring, all the characters from Arrow are they're our best sellers other than Deadpool. All right. How do you guys store your sets that aren't currently on display to accommodate our space issues? My wife and I end up having to just store the disassembled sets in a Ziploc bag and putting all of them in a box. So that's what we do. I have a box that I'm looking at right now of mostly Ninjago sets because we hang on to the Ninjago sets. They're just in baggies, taken apart, put in a bin in Ziploc bags. Thicker Ziplocs, ones that we get at a company called Uline. So they're not really Ziplocs that are like from the grocery store. They're more industrial, so they're pretty strong. So that's what we do as well. That's pretty much all that you can do. That's the way you're going to save the most space, but you kind of have to disassemble them. All right, Force Friday at Toys R Us. I know there's a lot of stuff going on. I haven't heard about that. If you want to put it here in the comments, I will go ahead and tell everybody. To Andres. Best way to clean your Lego, like get the dirt off of them. Throw them in the dishwasher or get a scrub brush, toothbrush, put them in the sink and scrub them. If you want to get the coloring back, you use, what is it called? The stuff that, pneumonia? Is it pneumonia? No, it's not pneumonia. It is, it's the stuff that you put on a sore to disinfect it. I forget, it's in like a brown bottle. Right now I can't think of the name. That stuff absolutely works, but you got to stick it in a big jug full of that. Put your Lego in there, like a big bucket or whatever, and then put it outside so the sun can kind of bake it, and it will return your Lego to its natural color, especially white ones. Include more Lego custom, please. Yes. We actually have some free instructions that we're working out with a partner to give you guys free instructions. So let me know if that's hydrogen peroxide. That's it. Yes, just throw that in a bucket, throw your Lego in there, put it outside all day, make sure it doesn't rain, and let the sun bake it, and it's going to come out looking great. All right, Series 14, favorite figure. Let me refresh my memory. It is probably the plant monster and the zombie cheerleader. Peroxide, yes. Let's see. Hydrogen peroxide. There we go. Everyone's saying that. All right. All right. So we are up to 246 viewers, and that's pretty good. That's why we're using Facebook instead of Periscope. We could never get like above 10 viewers. So this is going to be a lot of fun when we go to like shows like BrickFest Live, Brick Fair, wherever, and do these live streams. Now I am going to be at the Lego store at Downtown Disney in a few days, so I probably will do a live stream then for you guys to see the Downtown Disney store. If you've never seen it, it is probably the best Lego store that I know of in the world because of what they have going on outside and the size of it inside. All right, which Force Awakens minifig are you most excited about? Without a doubt, Captain Phasma, and then the First Order Stormtroopers, in that order. All right, so yes, we will have fun at Disney. And there was a question up here. Do you think Lego will ever make a Halo set, Oliver? Unfortunately, no, that will never, ever happen, because Halo and Mega Bloks are tied really well together, and it's probably their best property for their older age group, so they're going to hang on to that license for sure. All right, are there any sets that you guys want but haven't been able to track down? Anything specific from Paul? Yeah, a Cloud City. We just want to borrow a Cloud City for review. Anything that you guys have never seen us review, but you have it, we would love to borrow it to review. And we will send it back and give you a shout out. All right, Jose. Let's see. Some selling on eBay or Amazon is better. It kind of depends. Used sets, eBay is definitely the better way to go. It's hard to sell used sets on Amazon. Newer sets sell well on Amazon. They sell really well on Amazon during Christmas. However, you have to get approval. You have to be kind of a really established Amazon seller to do that. Because once Thanksgiving hits, you cannot sell on Amazon if you don't have prior approval, and there's all these stipulations and restrictions. So you can't just go on there and expect that you're going to be able to sell during the holidays. But during the holidays, things sell extremely well on Amazon. But it's difficult to get in that group. But newer sets, yeah, just remember Amazon has really, really high fees. So you got to make sure that your margins are in order. Another Lego City Airport from Matthew. Will they ever make one? Yes, that's definitely going to happen. Are there any sets you guys want? Haven't been able to track down. Okay, I think I just answered that. Cloud City, would love to borrow that. Hey, if you got a UCS Millennium Falcon, we'll borrow that for sure, if you got that. All right, question. Let's see. Of the 12 Lego idea sets, which are your favorite? Mine are Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, and probably WALL-E. I'm pretty close to that too. I would probably have to go with the same, mostly because I was an 80s kid, so Back to the Future is definitely my top. Ghostbusters right there too, and then WALL-E. I own one of the more popular Disney websites, so obviously a big WALL-E fan too. Let me think if there are any others. I really wish that Wizard of Oz one would have got approved a while back, but that's not going to happen. Paul, love the featuring you guys in the latest issue of Bloks magazine. Yes, we are going to do a video on that soon where we do the flip through, and we may even turn that section, that article, into a PDF for everybody to read, mostly because it really communicates what we're trying to do in the community, in the Lego community, for adults, for builders, and for kids. And that really is making the Brick Show all about you guys, all about the builders and what you guys are building. That's really become more of our main focus. And that article really communicated that well. So if you guys haven't seen it, check out the latest issue of Bloks magazine. There is a 6-page spread about us and that focus. And then we're also on the cover, which is so cool. Biggest Lego set you ever built? I want to say the Eiffel Tower is the biggest one that I've ever built. I'm pretty sure. And I had it. I kept it for 5-6 years. And then I sold it for $1,000 because I just couldn't help myself. And it was taking up a lot of room that I wanted to display some other newer stuff. Any tips for first-time Lego collectors? So I'm assuming by collecting, are you meaning like for investment purposes or just collecting for what you like? Here's a tip, maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but it's kind of because Lego goes up in value at retirement, you can at some point basically get free Lego for the rest of your life, or of some of the best sets each year. So here's how you basically do it. You buy Lego sets, you wait a couple years, they go up in value, they're discontinued, they're retired. At that point, you're probably sick of them being displayed because you've seen them for years up on your shelves. You resell them with the money that you resold. It's probably going to be more money than you bought them for. And then you can go and buy the newer stuff that you like, that you want to collect. And you just keep doing that. And after a few years, you're basically getting, up to a certain point, free Lego of the stuff that you like all the time. That's just a little tip. You got that initial buying, but after that, you can sell for more, and you're in. All right, Chris, what do you think of Nexo Knights, Ninjago, or Chima? Chima's done. So I wasn't crazy about the Chima TV show, or really the whole plot, to be completely transparent. I liked the Chima visually. I thought the plot was horrible. I thought Chi, like, what is it? Is it a drug? That's what it seemed like to me. Chi seemed like a drug, and when you look at it in the way it was used in the show, it is a drug. So Chima I didn't like. I liked the sets. I liked the parts. I liked the look of the characters. I thought, again, the plot was horrible. And from all the kids I talked to, they agreed with everything that I just said. Nexo Knights, really looking forward to, hoping for some steampunk. Anytime we go to shows and there's steampunk mocks, they look great. Want to see what Lego can give us there. Let's see. New collection, what would you like to make? Again, Wizard of Oz. I want to see some Lego Wizard of Oz. That's kind of the kick I'm on lately, is Lego Wizard of Oz. There's a lot I think they can make there. That would be a lot of fun. Would you write a monthly column in Blocks magazine if they asked you to? That is a great question, Boy Moon Angry Diary. And the answer is we are doing that. We're working with them now to create some sort of a monthly column. It's probably going to be something along the lines of kind of recommending the best YouTube videos, Lego-based YouTube videos each month. So that's happening, or probably happening. I'm from Costa Rica. I was wondering if there are some exclusive sets that are only in the US. I believe there are. I'm pretty sure there are. There's obviously like Thanksgiving sets that are probably only in the US because it only makes sense for them to be sold in the US because nowhere else is celebrating Thanksgiving other than the US. So there is going to be some of that from time to time. All right. I'm going to scroll down here. I know I missed a lot of questions, so just ask it again. Yes, so just a comment here. First wave was solid. Other than that, the sets were underwhelming. Again, yeah, I loved a lot of the parts, a lot of the characters. There just came a point where Chima was too character. It was just so many characters. I never really fell in love with any of them. To me, and I know Lego does this, but with Chima, they totally overdid it. And then they overdid it with Mixels too, which is why that is fading very fast. You gave us character overload. So if there's anyone from Lego watching, character overload. I have no problem. I know it's their job to sell product, to sell Lego. So the more characters, the more minifigs is better theoretically. But if you don't develop those characters, if kids don't fall in love with those characters, it becomes, you get character fatigue. And that is absolutely what happened with Chima. There became so many tribes and so many characters that we just stopped reviewing it because we just got fatigued. It was boring. We just thought it was stupid. And that's what happened. If you look at Ninjago, it's actually, I think, a really good story of what you can do. We're not getting a lot of new characters for the good guys. You know, you have your main 5 ninjas, 6 or 7, Nia, Sensei Wu, and then all the colored ninjas. I guess Nia is now a colored ninja too. And they're consistent and they're changing the different outfits, which I think is more of a draw. Give me the characters I love, change their outfit, and give me a new figure in that character, rather than give me 20 new characters that I don't even know who they are. So I think we can learn a lesson. Ninjago is a better model than Chima was because less characters, more options for your favorite character and different printing rather than give me 50 different characters that I can't even keep track of who's who. All right. Are we going to be buying all LEGO Dimension sets aside from the Wicked Witch of the West? And which Dimension set are you most looking forward to? The answer to that is we will be buying them all. We will be reviewing them separately than gameplay. So Brian will be doing gameplay for the Dimension sets. Probably me mostly, will be doing the reviews of just the products in each pack themselves. Showing you the figures, the builds, and how that all breaks out. That's how we're going to do Dimensions. And then I'll send them to Brian. He'll do the gameplay. Could this Facebook live stream become a more common thing? This is really informative and fun to watch. You know what? It is absolutely going to become more. We are now up to 300 viewers online right now. We're 35 minutes in. If I'm sweating again, it's because I have no air in this garage. And it will become more because I get to talk to you guys. I get to see your face, get to see your real name. It's not some person that is trying to troll. It's just a way better platform than YouTube. Okay, James Pedro, how many sets have you collected over the years? Somebody asked that earlier. It's a lot. Let me put it this way. There are certain licenses that we keep everything. And those licenses are anything superheroes, we keep all of it. Anything Ninjago, we keep it. Anything Minecraft, we keep it. So we have all the sets, all the figures from those licenses. And Star Wars, we don't have them all. We started late in the game. There's some that are just too expensive, but we do keep all of from this point forward, basically, we're keeping at least one of each set. Hello from Hong Kong. Thank you for the kind words, Kai Kuchan. All right. Selena Mendez, do you think LEGO architecture sets are more challenging versus regular character sets? Let me think about that. I just did the this one right here. What's this called? The Louvre. There it is. So I just reviewed that. I wouldn't say it's more challenging. You have a lot of smaller parts. And I'm going to walk around a little bit just to get the blood flowing. You have a lot of smaller parts on the architecture. So for somebody with like big gorilla hands, yes, it may be more difficult for that reason. But no, I don't think it's more. I don't think it's more challenging. It actually might be less challenging because of the small nature of it, and you're not going to have play features or functions that you have to worry about. Will I ever stop collecting Lego? I hope not. That would be sad. Unless I'm broke and homeless, then I guess so. All right, disappointed with the Lego Ultron figure from Thomas. The answer is a little bit. I would like to see some chrome on there. I also would have liked to seen some a little more detailing on the printing. Brick Fair, Alabama, Chris Giddens is asking, yes, we will be there. That's pretty much a guaranteed every year. I think we're grandfathered in there as well. And it's probably one of our favorite shows, mostly because of the teenagers there that we get to hang out with. We're kind of, they help us set up. They come by, we talk Lego, and we've been doing it for 4 years, so the same kids come back. It's just a lot of fun. Are we coming back? A deal? Zubair's asking, will we be coming back to London for 2015? The plan is right now that yes, we will be there. There is one in England for, there is one where, in October. We will not be at that one. I forget where it's at. You guys, you may know. All right. Have you heard about the rumors that the Tumbler is being retired soon? It seems surprising as it only came out late August. I have not heard anything about that, about the Tumbler. At some point, of course, it's going to be retired. I have not heard anything regarding when. It would surprise me. It seems to sell well, but I'm not really sure. Brick 2015, yeah, it's just answered that. So, Doctor Who news, don't have anything. regarding that. Do you think that you are never too old to collect Lego? Geo is asking this. And I would say that no, you're never too old. Lego has really become a global and the age boundary has pretty much been destroyed now. I have lots of friends that they don't even know what I do. People new that I meet, they don't even know what I do. And then as I get to know more about them, then I see that they are Lego fans. So there's a lot of adults that that are just completely open about collecting Lego now, and that's cool. What do you think of collectors who keep Lego unopened? That's how I collect Lego Star Wars. I think that's cool. You bought the product, you get to do whatever you want with it. So that's what I think. Just a comment here, Lego Legends of Chima is a little boring because that minifigure is not popular in the Lego company. Yeah, we talked about Chima earlier. Birmingham, yes, thanks Tom. The Birmingham show we will not be at. DC or Marvel? That's a tough one. I'd probably lean slightly to the Marvel side of things. I think Marvel, and mostly because of the recent stuff that's happened, the Disney back, the MCU stuff that Marvel has been putting out in films is fantastic. So that is what has moved me ahead on Marvel. However, one of my favorite characters is the Flash from the DC side. So I am intrigued by the Batman side of things. Which Dimension set are you looking most forward to playing, exploring? Somebody asked this earlier, Sebastian. It was Back to the Future and The Wizard of Oz. What are your thoughts about Lego Friends? I think it's a great line. I actually think it's a really, really great sets in there for whoever. I know boys can buy them, but we know that girls mostly buy them. My kids have them and they love them. They're putting out a lot of good stuff in Lego Friends. Would you ever give out Lego for free? Actually, we do all the time. We do a giveaway or two every month. Chris Giddens, great question. You must be reading my mind, unless you have some insider information. Ever thought of touring and videoing AFOL Lego rooms, Lego cribs? You know what? We have been toying with this idea, I guess some pun intended there, for about 6 months. We're trying to make that happen where we have AFOLs show us basically they're in collection. So we hope to be able to do that. The big challenge with that is this. We have a certain quality, we want HD quality ideally, and the biggest drawback, obstacle that we face is if we let somebody film their own room, they are not videographers by trade. Not that we are really, but we've learned some things over the years to make the camera less shaky and upgraded our equipment and that whole deal to make it look pretty decent. And so we're worried about how it's going to come out. But we may do some of it as we travel, hit up the collections and just film it ourselves. So we're kind of working on that. Are we going to any Force Friday events? Yes, we are. And Stephen will be going Toys R Us. I will be at Disney, and we'll be doing whatever I can. Evans is asking, what do you think the new superhero racer sets will be? I don't know. I know there will be $10. I know that the minifigs will have 2 great minifigs for $10 is something I like very much. Evans. And I think it's gonna vary. You're gonna get cars and you're gonna get planes. It's gonna be creative, but it's definitely not gonna be something I think that's gonna match up necessarily with anything that you see in films or shows. Obviously, because Spider-Man doesn't have any of those things and he's in some sort of a racer. If there would be one theme that was never released by Lego and you could make it happen, what would it be? Wizard of Oz, which may happen. That's kind of my kick lately, Wizard of Oz. Also, if I had to pick one more, I would say How to Train a Dragon. I wish they would make sets based on that. I think you can make some really great stuff doing those dragons and the buildings in the city of Burke. There's some great buildings. I would love to see those come to Lego. All right. Yes, we've talked about the racer sets a little bit. What do you expect from the Civil War line next year? That is going to be a great bunch of sets. We'll be doing a video later today talking about who's in those sets. A lot of new characters. Black Panther, Sharon Carter, Agent 13, probably the new Falcon, not the one that we got in the Avengers Assemble set. What else? There is Thanos is the one I'm looking most forward to. So somebody earlier asked the question, what Marvel figure I was looking most forward to. It would be that one. It would be Thanos. Andress asked that. So I'm looking forward to that. And we mentioned in the video, Civil War was filmed in Atlanta. And I live in Atlanta. And so everyone kind of knew, it was kind of the buzz around town when they were filming. Hey, Captain America is being filmed in Atlanta, in South Atlanta, in a city called Noonan. There were some studios down there. And there was some rumor, and I think some blogs covered it too, some more comic book themed blogs, that there was a funeral being filmed that week. And so they're kind of like, who's dying? Who's dying in Winter Soldier? And we all know that Chris Evans's contract seems to be up. Did he die? Did Captain America die? We'll see. We will see. Do you know much about the issue with Wally's neck? I know that it's not working properly and they're fixing it. That's all I really know on that. James Pedro, will the next giveaway be? And will you tell us on Facebook or the YouTube website? It'll be on our homepage when it happens. It'll be on YouTube, of course, probably on Facebook, and it will be related to that right there. Giving away some of those. If I only knew. All right, so Thomas, where do you live if you live in Atlanta? I don't live right in the city of Atlanta. I live outside of it. All right, we are at 47 minutes. I am going to stop things here. We're up to 341 viewers, which is awesome. And we will do this more. Again, I will probably be doing a... yes, there's a lot of good stuff coming. Agent Carter is in an Avengers, I believe, on the based on the cartoon. She is in that new TV show too, so I think that's where it falls in. All right, so it was good hanging with you guys. We got up to 341 viewers from what I saw. We will do more of this, and I will try to do some live stuff for Friday, maybe right at midnight, so most of you may be sleeping. But you can rewatch it, or if you are up in line, you can watch it. We could be in Force Friday lines together. And then when I go to the Downtown Disney Lego store, I'll do another live stream and film everything there. And who knows, it'll just pop up. So stay tuned. Make sure you're following us on Facebook to get notifications. And it's good hanging with you guys. We'll see you soon.